Om Shanti. Today Baba says, you are in the company of the truth, and we in the company of the truth, we are becoming the most elevated human beings. And you see, in the world they say God is truth. And why is Baba called the truth? Because when you make contact with the truth, then you become elevated. And Baba says that when you come in my company, then I take you to the land of peace and land of happiness. Now when I am in the company of the truth, Baba who only speaks the truth, Baba who only knows the truth. So one thing is that Baba is the only one who knows the truth, and Baba only knows the truth. So there is no falsehood, there is no confusion, there is nothing mixed in Baba. Baba only has the truth inside him. And Baba is the only one who knows the truth. And then Baba comes and gives us company. And how interestingly Baba says that, people, it is said that God comes and speaks the Gita. But we thought that, God comes and speaks the Gita to one person. And God is a corporeal being. But Baba says, no, I am the truth and I speak the truth towards every child of mine. So you say, why would only Arjun be privileged to listen to the truth? Baba says, you are all my children and I speak the truth to you. And you have my company at this time. And Baba says that when you have my company, you get colored by my company colors. And then when you are colored by the company of the truth, then all the falsehood inside us starts melting. And then we also become true, and we become pure. And then we become eligible to go to that world of peace and happiness. Now, which is the world of peace? So our sweet home, Shantidham, is a land of truth, land of peace, where every soul is pure. And then another world where there is purity and truth is Satyug. It is called Satyug, land of truth. And there is peace, happiness, purity, everything. And Baba says, you are in my company and I am coloring you right now. And another thing that is said in the world is, Jhuti Maya, Jhuti Kaya, Jhuta Sab Sansar, which means that the Maya is false, the body is false, and the whole world is false. And Baba says, in this world where everything is false, I come and give you company. And let us just think about the truth that Baba speaks to us. So today Baba underlines first thing that I am a soul, I am not the body, and I, the soul, have a pre-recorded part inside me. Yes, now you see that if I am not aware that I have a pre-recorded part inside me, then just think about I am a soul and I am doing everything through the body, but then what is the basis of my actions? So let's take a scenario. Think that you don't have the knowledge that you are like a pre-recorded soul, and second by second, whatever part you have to play in your journey of 84 births, that is pre-recorded in you. If you don't have that knowledge, then how will you play your part? You will play your part according to circumstances. Correct? So, I am a soul and I do everything through the body, but what is the basis of my actions? If I don't know that I play my part according to how I am designed to play, then what is the second option? The second option is that I play my part according to my circumstances. Correct? That is why, the truth is so important, because until and unless we know, so we hear this phrase that we play our part inside out, not outside in. It is inside out. I am doing action outside. It's not the circumstances dictating my role, right? It is not outside in, it is inside out. But how can it be inside out until and unless I understand that I am a soul and I have a pre-recorded part inside me. Yes, so Baba tells us that, do you know that you are a pre-recorded part, you are a pre-recorded soul, and everything that you have to do second by second is already pre-recorded in you. And that is why you can do what you are predestined to do despite any circumstance that you are in. And circumstances don't matter. Just like, if there is a lot of noise around and there is a CD which has very sweet songs pre-recorded in it, and I tell you that play the CD of the sweet songs in this environment of noises and chaos, you can play it very well. And it is not a problem, because what is contained inside the CD is not dependent on the noise outside. But if the CD has to absorb the vibrations outside or the sound outside, then it cannot play a sweet song when there is noise outside. So Baba says that I give you the knowledge that you are a soul and you are a pre-recorded soul, and what you do has got nothing to do with your circumstances. And this is why you see, it's so interesting that 5 souls in the same circumstance will play 5 different parts. Yes, so let's say there is a problem at the home, and then one person will just cry, another person will start praying, third person will get very disappointed, fourth person will start making efforts, and fifth person will start blaming why this problem came and from whom it came. And why are those 5 people behaving so differently? Because of the part that is contained in them. And this is why Baba says that we are all pre-recorded souls, and we are like CDs which carry their own song. And it has got nothing to do with which CD I am living with, or which place I am living in. I am just playing the song or singing the song that's contained inside me. So this knowledge is very, very important and interesting. And then apart from just telling us that we are souls who have a part recorded in themselves, Baba also tells us what part is recorded in me. Yes. So Baba tells me that when I am the person listening to Baba and I am the soul to whom Gyan makes sense, then that means I am a deity soul. Yes, because you see, if you look at what's actually happening here, this is very similar to what is done with amnesia patients. So, if somebody has amnesia and then they have forgotten their history or who they are and what happened, then what do? You keep bringing them back to their history, and then slowly, gradually they get reminded, right? That yes, this is my name and this is the place I lived in. And how do you remind an amnesia patient? By bringing them again and again back to those places and those people and those things which correspond to their past. So the memory starts getting triggered. Similarly, when Baba comes and tells us that you are the deity soul and you lived in Satyug for 8 births, and then Treta Yug for 12 births, and you were deities, and then you are the people who built temples and wrote scriptures in bhakti, and then you are the one who carries out Baba's task every cycle. You are the one who becomes a Brahmin. And you see, most of the things when we hear from Baba, they make sense to us. They don't look like, oh, this is nonsense. And why? Because we are deity souls. And that is why what we hear is corresponding to our memory. Because I have a whole part, and if I have been in that deity part, then the knowledge of being a deity or the knowledge that I was a deity will make sense to me. And even the knowledge of effort, that get up early in the morning and meditate, although it is not that we start making effort in one go, but then that knowledge makes sense when we listen to Gyan that I must get up at Amrit Vela and I must listen to Baba's Murli and I must practice purity. It may be difficult for me right now because I have a lot of war with my sanskars, but still it makes absolute sense that this is the right thing to do, or I should do this, or if I did this it would be great and beneficial. And why does all this make sense to us, or why do we feel sometimes I wonder, there are so many Baba's children who are in foreign countries and they belong to different culture, different religion, they speak a different language, and then they have never seen a picture of a deity in their life. But still, when they listen to the knowledge of becoming a deity, they find it loving, they want to do it. And why? Because and not everybody, because I will tell you, there was one brother and his parents were in Gyan. He was a young brother, and when he came to the center, I told him that this world was heaven and it was a world of happiness, and then we slowly took birth after birth and now it has become hell and there is so much sorrow. And then he told me, you know what, whatever you are speaking is nonsense, and then you people are surrounded by sorrowful people all day, and that is why you feel this is hell and this is heaven. And he said, this is absolutely heaven, and you look around, there's so much happiness, and all my friends are happy and this and that. So it didn't make sense to him. Why? Because he might not have seen that time of heaven. So if you have not seen that time, then this time of life will look like heaven to you. Because obviously, and then I asked him, what is your idea of happiness? So he said, drinking and parties and, socializing. And I said, okay, and then there is no contesting it, because if a soul has not seen true happiness or, true absolute happiness or absolute peace and absolute prosperity, then the kind of, the relative happiness or relative peace or relative prosperity today would make more sense to them. And this is why Baba says that I tell you and I remind you that when you are a Brahmin, when Gyan makes sense to you, when Purusharth makes sense to you, although it is not easy to make effort, but it makes sense to you that you should make the effort to have yoga, to be pure, to change your food to pure food. If it all makes sense to you, then you are a deity soul. And if you are a deity soul, what it implies is that every cycle, every 5,000 years, what have you done? You have transitioned from an ordinary being to a Brahmin. Brahmin means a BK adopted by Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba, and then you have transitioned into an angel because of your efforts, and then into a deity. And when you understand that I am a Brahmin, and this is the implication of that every 5,000 years I have this pre-recorded part and I play it, that every 5,000 years I make the effort, I become pure, I change into an angel and I change into a deity, and you keep this in your awareness, then it becomes very easy for you. With the power of this awareness, it becomes very easy for you to again make the effort to become an angel and a deity. And this is why Baba says that I tell you the truth, and truth has power. And when you internalize the truth, because you see, when you live in a world of falsehood, and have you seen that, have you been in relationships or in situations where somebody has been lying to you for a long time? Yes, and then when you come to know the truth, then it takes quite some time to even get the truth. Because you're so used to the false that you can't see through that false and see the truth. Yes, and it takes quite some time, you have to think about it. You have to repeatedly think about it, that yes, whatever I am knowing now corresponds to, you have to juggle your memory and then just keep thinking which behavior of that person corresponds to the truth that you have come to know now. And then slowly, gradually, you come to know that all these years I was living in the shadow of a lie. And Baba says that here also, when you listen to the truth, you need to, that's why Baba says, churn the Swadershan Chakra. Keep churning your journey of 84 births, because that is your truth. But you are holding a different history in your awareness. And the more you think about, how as a soul, your history includes your deity part and your part of being a great Bhagat and then every cycle you've been a Brahmin, an angel, and a deity. Because Baba tells us that when you're a Brahmin, that's true that you have played this whole part of 84 births every cycle. When you keep churning on it, slowly, gradually, that part in you starts to emerge. And then it becomes very easy because it's just what's contained in you that has to be expressed. And it has got nothing to do with the circumstances. So being a yogi, being pure, this is something that's my part, and I've played it every cycle, and it would become very natural, very easy for you to do it. So this is the truth that Baba tells us. And then Baba tells us the truth that Baba is my father, teacher, and Satguru. Yes. And Baba says that I am a soul, and and my relationship with that one who is the Almighty, that one who is the highest on high, my relationship with that one is very close and personal. And I am Baba, who the whole world calls God, is my father, teacher, and Satguru. This is the truth. And Baba says that you have to just think about it, and think about, how when Baba is your parent, then there is nothing to worry. Yes, if somebody has a physical parent also who is influential, then that person never worries. Yes, but however influential a human being may be, his being influential is very limited and temporary. Yes, because every human being's circumstances keep changing. But with Baba, Baba is eternally almighty, and Baba is the creator of heaven, and I am Baba's child. And Baba says, when you know this truth, then with faith that I am the child of the supreme parent, you have absolute faith that at this point of time I don't need to worry. I just need to hold Baba's hand, because Baba is the Almighty. And how do you hold Baba's hand? So in Jagannath Puri, there is a picture of, so they show God as a face and all, but there is an interesting depiction that they show that God doesn't have hands. So God is shown without hands. And then we always say hand of God. So what is the hand of God? The hand of God is Baba's Srimat. So when I hold on to Srimat, when I take every step on Baba's direction, that is called holding Baba's hand. And when I hold Baba's hand, then I have got nothing to worry. And Baba says that you don't have to worry about anything in the present, and you also don't have to worry about anything in the future, because I am your parent and I am heavenly Godfather creating heaven for you. So Baba says the truth is not that God is everywhere and omnipresent, but the truth is God is my parent, God is my teacher, and God is my Satguru. And when you study from a famous teacher, yes, then there is one girl and she was studying in a big university, renowned university in Delhi, and then everybody who talked to her, they said that you don't need to worry, you're from this institution and obviously you will find a job, and obviously your future will be taken care of. So Baba says, when you're studying from the Supreme Teacher, you know that you will become a deity. Just like somebody studying in a good medical school knows he will become a doctor. So Baba says, you are studying from the one who teaches to be a deity, and you will become a deity. And then I am your Satguru, and everybody wants a guru because they think that the guru will show them the path to go back. Yes, but Baba says no guru ever shows you the path to go back, because all the gurus themselves have not gone back. They are here. So when they are here striving to go back, then how can they tell you the path to go back? Because nobody, Baba says that once a soul comes to this stage, no souls go back in the middle. They complete the whole cycle of birth after birth, and only at the end, when I come, I teach you the path to go back. I teach you how to be pure and how to go back to the world of peace and happiness. And Baba says that I am the Satguru and I am here. So Baba says, I not only teach you the path to go back, but I will take you back with me. So I will not go back without you. Do you know this? That Baba is waiting for us. And when we become pure, Baba will take us all back home. And Baba says, children who make effort, they will go to the world of happiness also. But even those children who don't make any effort, because all are my children, so even those who don't make any effort, I will remove them also from the world of sorrow and take them to the world of peace. I will take them back home, because if you don't make effort, you can't go to Satyug, you can't go to the world of happiness. But I have come and I will take everybody back home at least. So Baba says, when you know that Baba is my father, teacher and Satguru, and that Baba is teaching me, and Baba is here and Baba is taking me back and purifying me, then you can go back to the world of peace and happiness if you have faith in this. If you have faith in Baba as the father, teacher and Satguru, then what would you do? So just think about somebody who has faith in Baba being the father, teacher and Satguru, and somebody who doesn't have faith in this fact. Then what will be the difference in the two behaviors? Somebody who has faith that Baba is the father, teacher, Satguru, they will never miss the Murli, because the directions that my father, teacher and Satguru is giving is coming from the Murli, and they will pay attention to every Shrimat. They will care to sit in remembrance, because a child remembers his parent. They will care to study from the teacher, and they will never disobey the Shrimat of the Satguru. Do you know that in Bhakti they say that whatever the Guru tells you, do it right away. Otherwise, you will go to hell. But Baba says that no human being is a Guru. So if you don't listen to a human being, you will not go to hell. But here, I am the Satguru, and if you disobey me, then you will not get the post that you could. You will not get the position that you could. And you will come in a lower position because you don't listen to me and you don't work at it. So Baba says, if you have faith, and Baba today uses a very interesting expression that all the children who are listening to the Murli have faith. Because the one who has faith will definitely listen to the Murli. The one who has faith will remember Baba. The one who has faith will follow Baba's directions, because they know this is my father, teacher, Satguru, and in the relationship of a father, I have to be in remembrance. In the relationship of a teacher, I have to study well. And in the relationship of a Satguru, I have to follow all his Srimad directions. So Baba says, this is the truth. And when you know the truth and you have faith in it, then first thing is, you will always be in happiness here. Because as I told you, somebody who knows Baba as the father, teacher, Sadguru will never worry. They will always be happy. And second thing is, they will make the effort and go to the new world. So Baba tells us these truths, and then Baba also says that, no human being can be God. And you see, in the world there is so much falsehood. People say that there is God in everyone. And Baba tells us that is so untrue. No human being can ever be God. And people say that God and humans are the same. They say that the soul becomes God and God becomes a soul. And Baba says, no, that's so untrue. And Baba says that I am God and you have to have a relationship with me to become a deity. Even when you go to Satyug, you are in your highest potential, you are not God. God is only one. And every other soul, every other one is a soul. And souls in their highest potential are deities. And then there are prophet souls, and then there are, great souls. But there is no supreme soul other than Baba. One supreme soul, and then Baba says, in Satyug also you will become a deity, not God. So Baba tells us these truths, and then Baba says that, in the Gita it is said that remember God. God says, consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. And because you created so much confusion about who is God, because you made everybody God. So then you had yoga with everybody. And that yoga is not going to purify you. Only yoga with me is going to purify you. So now that you know the truth about who is the Supreme Soul, who is Baba, you know Baba's name, Baba's form, Baba's qualities, where Baba lives, what does he do, your relationship. Then with all this understanding, when you remember me, then you are purified by me. Because then you have accurate connection with me. And Baba says, this is why in the company of the truth, Baba, we become pure, and then we go back to the world of peace and happiness. And there is a question, we'll take that. In my family, I have two nephews. They are 5 years old. Her mother always speaks in an angry tone while they are eating, studying or playing. She said without being loud, they don't understand. Sometimes I try to say that you can teach without being loud, but she argues with me. I don't know what to do, Didi. So you have to understand that there is there is something called the right thing, there's something called the wrong thing. But doing the right thing is the privilege of a powerful soul. And nobody can do the right thing without having the power of knowledge and yoga. And until and unless you make the effort to belong to Baba, and learn knowledge and yoga, because you see, when she shouts at the children, they immediately listen and she can see that. But understanding that this is not the right method and having the power and the patience to speak sweetly and guide them, that requires the power of knowledge and yoga. It cannot happen just by you telling them. And about you also, I've seen you are very irregular in class. So when you are yourself not regular in class, your words don't have power also. So if you want to have the power that when you speak to somebody, they at least, make the effort to follow the path that you're following, you have to first be regular. And if you're yourself, attending classes once in a week, and she's seeing you, she's living under the same roof, she's seeing you and she knows that this person is only lecturing, doing nothing. So then why would you think she would listen to you? She wouldn't listen to you. But if you are that person who is very disciplined in life and you are following what Baba says, and she sees you, she will have regard for you. And when you say something, maybe that will have some effect on her. But if you yourself are so irregular that your words don't have power, your personality doesn't have the power to make anybody do anything. So first work on yourself. And second thing, when you guide somebody, don't guide them about what to do. First guide them to follow the path that you are following, knowledge and yoga, because from where you got the sense, from where you get the power, they can take it from there and do what makes sense to you. But then if they don't have that power and understanding, they can't do what you are asking them to do. So first you practice, and then what you tell will have power. And don't tell about do this, don't do that. Tell them the method, join the course, learn meditation, but only when you are regular for 6 months, then she will see that, your life and your behavior is changing and you will be in a position to influence them. So this is the guidance. Okay, Om Shanti.